for what this team has achieved and what has been achieved for that country. What a fantastic time this is for them.
Well, sheer ecstasy for the men from Samoa, all Samoan-based players. It's been a grueling contest, credit to both sides, but my word, what a battle it has been.
Wait for Amaone Lalomilo, the manager, Stephen Beetham, the coach, the other members of the squad. We've had a dramatic final. New Zealand scored 14 points, and then the Samoans scored 24 unanswered. Pessamina might have the last say. No, it's Arnold going to have the last say. Under the sticks he goes. Is there any time left? We'll look to the referee in Hong Kong. And here's what it means.
Well, tears of joy for Samoa. It looked as though the die was cast against them early on, and these players, exhaustion maybe even an understatement, they really are out on their feet. But Samoa have come back from 14-0 down with a win that brings them their 6th title in 17 finals, their 2nd win in Hong Kong, their first being following up from Wellington in 07, which was only their first ever triumph in an IRB Sevens game. So here at the Cathay Pacific Credit Suisse Hong Kong Sevens, it's a night of triumph, which I'm sure all of you in the South Sea Islands will enjoy for the next few days, if not weeks. And there's one man who must be especially delighted. In his first season, believe it or not, he has now seen his team take 3 titles in a row. And it's Stephen Beetham with Willie Losey.
Stephen, 3 in a row. This is going live back home to Samoa. Have you got a message?
Yep. Mo pena mulia le vinga man waftai le tua o i manuia le fanga tama le fanau nei. Mun mulia tun matu waftai sa mo to tapo inga le al malo para mia. Le fa ben malo Samoa ia mese ia tapo inga malo tu se tono Samoa. Ia fa be von tapo inga Samoa mata mai e pito matu se pa ia e pito titi. Ia le wei manuia le fanga tama fanau nei waftai lava.
Well, Stephen, a three-peat. Adelaide, Las Vegas, and now here Hong Kong. Which is the sweeter?
I think this will top the last 2. But in saying that, the series is not finished. We still have a big job in front of us. But we'll take the win and we'll enjoy it.
What were you saying? What was going through your mind when Kurt Baker had scored 2 tries in the first half?
We knew there was still a big time. 20 minutes is a long time. We just told the boys to keep their cool. As long as we got points before the end of half time, we're still in it with a chance. And they came back, and credit to the boys.
You must be pleased as well, before I let you go and join the boys, the fact that you've kept the squad together, a regular group of guys that are touring with you all the time.
Yeah, I'm very pleased, and I'd like to thank everyone, especially the crowd. Yeah, it's an awesome crowd, and we'll keep going. Thanks.
All right, go and join the boys.
Thanks, bud.
Well, it'll bring some succor indeed to the people of Samoa, to whom we send all our best wishes, and I'm sure prayers of thanks and prayers for those back home in what have been such troubled times. It's a win then that takes Samoa to the top of the overall table. Samoa with now 124 points, I make it, New Zealand 121. And this is a triumph for them to savour at the end of another magnificently eventful 3 days here in Hong Kong. And they're the celebrated party who are waiting to make the presentations, and a chance for a quick word with Gordon Ditchens.
It's obviously disappointed, not the result that you wanted, but I suppose that's just Sevens rugby.
Yeah, it's Sevens rugby, and you know, you got to compliment Samoa. They came back. We started particularly well, you know, up 14-0, and then obviously they bounced back. Then we found one in the bin. They'd one in the bin. It was one of those games, and second half a bit untidy. A few, you know, missed passes, a couple of 50-50 passes went to ground, and just a little bit untidy, and sort of more untidy than I would have liked.
What sort of positives can you take from this heading into the last 2 series?
We go into the last 2 tournaments, obviously, just behind Samoa, I think a couple of points. So there's still 2 tournaments to go to win the World Series, and that's what it's all about. I mean, Hong Kong's a special tournament. We'd love to have won it. It's not our day today, it's Samoa's today, but I'm pretty proud of my guys. We certainly bounced back. Got a few defections back home through injuries. The guys like Lottie and Shewan. We tried to do it for them as well, but wasn't to read, but it's another side.
Commiserations, enjoy one show tonight.
Yeah, will do, mate. Thank you.
Well, ever gracious Gordon Ditchens, who's, well, a legend in the world of sevens. And the presentation party are standing by now. They've given the tokens to the runners-up New Zealand, but now here come the winners of the Cathay Pacific Credit Suisse Hong Kong Sevens for 2010. For the second time only, as the lights go down, the moon clear high above, and there the president of the IOC, Jack Rogger, and alongside now the big, tall figure with the glasses of Bernard Lacasse, the chairman of the International Rugby Board. But the trophy will be presented by the Honourable Donald Tsang Yan Guen, Chief Executive of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region of the People's Republic of China, at the end of yet another truly eventful, exciting Sevens. And what a moment this will be, as the man in the middle there, the number 7, a lucky 7 it is for Lola Louis, captain of Samoa. Champions again in Hong Kong for just the second time. So the sky lit up by the fireworks as we just recall the shield going to the host nation, Hong Kong, the bowl to Canada, the plate to Australia, the cup to Samoa. The sky lit up here over this remarkable region of China, which once again has hosted a magnificent Sevens tournament, which all started here on a much lower scale, but it set the seeds that have now grown into big oaks back in 1976. This is the 34th year, the 11th time here in the IRB Sevens World Series. As the bands play out, the fireworks and rockets fill the skies, the smiles of Bessamino. Again, such a key influence in a wonderful team.
I think that there he is there, this man here. Look, he's back smiling again. That wonderful smile under the goalpost when he scored his second try, and then the tears of elation, celebration and exhaustion. Then the look to the skies to offer his thanks, and now smiling again. Samaika Mikaele, what a wonderful, wonderful performance he put on here today for Samoa, and a thoroughly deserved victory.
So this is how it stands then, 124 Samoa, leapfrog over New Zealand, 121. It's still truly competitive because we've still got 2 tournaments to come, and Fiji are in 3rd place on 94, Australia 78, England 74, and it's theoretically possible for any one of those teams to top the table at the end. It's such an open competition these days, and it's great to see how competitive each of these tournaments has become. Impossible to predict.